So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
And he's gone backward here. Cannavaro turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
Shapes to shoot! It's there!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Puskas. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Puskas. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, what a ball! Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That is Conte. Witzel makes the interception. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. Out of play for a goal kick.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Zanetti clears it away. Conte. Now it's Van Basten. And he's worked it through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. And Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. De Bruyne. Conte. And this is De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a fine interception. Not the most accurate pass. And he was quick to react. Almost half an hour in now. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take.
Oh, really well played.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through, pinches it off him. Now it's Puskas, and he welcomes it in. And this is Van... Decent chance! Off the post! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
To square things up. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen! And that's a poor pen.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Ter Stegen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, played right into his path. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has not gone well. Messi, Bellingham, played into space out wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Pedri with the foul. Schlotterbeck. Makaleli. And he's found a way past. Shot could be on. Oh, great defence. Shot a goal!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Mbappe! Nice interception, well timed. Nice, ended up in no man's land. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance.
Chance! He's beaten the keep. It's in! Arsenal are level. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Kyle Walker, now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Rijkaard. Kyle Walker. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Now it's Puskás. That looks a cracking ball. Big chance! It's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Van Basten. Zanetti, and he's managed to get free.
That's going in strongly.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. He has a look up. Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
After
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop.
And the finish! They've done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card. Goes for a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's...
Rijkaard! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rijkaard is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 5, Henderson.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice control. Played in deep. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Brahim Diaz.
Hakimi.
Coming on to replace him is
Somewhat
number
off target.
18, Son Heung-min.
Zanetti. Valverde gets a foot in here. Zanetti. And it's Conte. Puskás. And it's Rijkaard. Puskás looking to add to his goal. Messi. Pedri has created one goal already. It's a good run down the right. Caught offside that time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
The changes then in quick succession.
Coming
Di
on the
Maria
field
coming on
is
here. The change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's found the way through. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Arsenal finding their passes, and it's made its way to him. Puskás, oh, shooting chance! It's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Now it's Van Basten. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. He's shifting through the gears here. In comes the corner. Van Basten. Rijkaard. And this is Van Basten. He's found a way through. There's the shot! And that is that. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
And we come
The
to
end of the
now with a
game.
quick
Reflections?
Well, you
for
can
our
never
world's
predict
charity
the results of these games, as your usual indicators.
Arsenal are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Raul. And he has been fouled there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And here's Zanetti. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neatly clipped into space. Rijkaard. Puskás. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Zanetti. He's in a great position here. Zanetti. Raúl. Puskás. Gives it back. And that's a throw-in. Quality ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti cuts it out. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. That's a sharp pass.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Arsenal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Puskás. Raúl going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's through here. Now can he find... It's fallen! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. Knocks it into space. Gusto puts a big header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Hakimi. Raúl. Rijkaard. And it's Conte. Looking to play him in. And this is Conte! Denied by an instinctive save.
Conte is offering a wry smile there.
Zanetti. Now it's Puskás. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Forlan has it out wide and in space. That ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Raúl. Raúl will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had... Goes for the shot! Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Oh, shooting chance! What a wonderful goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Can he finish? Cleared without complication. Rijkaard. Now it's Puskás. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he's surging through, shapes to shoot! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Has been indicated.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Chance for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Please
Some
join
first
me
half
in
thoughts?
wishing all the
Well,
best
both
to
sides would have
members of our
expected
fan
a
club
closely
celebrating
fought
their
match,
wedding
and that's
anniversary
pretty
today.
much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are already promptly back underway. So, what can they make of this? Looks a good ball through. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raul. And it's Conte. Threads one in. And this is Raul. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Eric Garcia, Raul, Puskás.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Picked up, and Puskás! Eric Garcia. And it's Serginho. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Conte. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Mbappe is having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Arsenal take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Serginho. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Forlan. Forlan!
Ratchaburi really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Arsenal are down to 10 men. More and more pressure on the ball here. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe! And he's had it nicked away. Messi. And it's Forlan. Now it's Raul. Kante calmly anticipates. Makaleli. Raul. Nicely aimed pass. Caught offside that time. Can he get on the end of this? Van Nistelrooy with the cross.
Ratchaburi really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Messi. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Zanetti. Rijkaard. Eric Garcia does well to get it back. And here's Raul. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! And that could come back to haunt them.
Van Nistelrooy was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Has a look and plays it forward. Just eases him off the ball. Makaleli eases the ball away from him. Forlan. Rijkaard. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Raul. And he was quick to react. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Raul running with the ball. Look at the space. There's the shot! In he goes again. And he hits the net. They have stolen level at the last. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Oh no, this does not look good. Makaleli. Hakimi. Rijkaard. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great run on the overlap here. Zanetti stood his ground strongly. And it's Makaleli. It's Forlan. That's a cute ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Raul. That's at the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.